The biggest lesson that I learned in 2024 that I'm taking with me into 2025 is that less is more. And I can't believe that it's taken me this long for me to truly understand this. I've been an agent for 3 years. I have sold over 115 transactions, including referrals. I've grown a community of agents over 80. By the time this video airs, it's probably gonna be closer to 90, 95. And for the last 3 years, I've just been go, 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 go. And it's led me to a season of burnout. My 2024 GCI was the same as my 2023 GCI, which was a good GCI. And of course, that doesn't include revenue share because revenue share went up and I'm stoked about that. We have about 4 to 5 agents joining our community every single month. At this time, it's only going to continue increasing, but the GCI stayed the same. And I found that interesting because I moved across the country. I went from Tucson, Arizona to St. Paul, Minnesota, where I only know my in-laws and my in-laws aren't moving. So I am starting new. I almost have like a different sense of starting over because I'm not replicating what I had been doing in Tucson when I first got started as a brand new agent. When I was a brand new agent, I was still active duty Air Force. I did that on purpose. So every day when I went into the office, I was telling everyone and their mother, I was reminding them that I was a real estate agent. It was just in-person experience where with people that are constantly moving. Is that an unfair advantage? Could be unfair. At what cost? I had to deploy for years. So I don't think it was worth it. But anyway, different story. So now I'm in a completely new area, St. Paul, Minnesota. Never thought I would live here. And I'm taking on new strategies on how to get clients. Ironically, after I moved from Tucson to here, St. Paul, my business went up in Tucson. So I got my license kind of begrudgingly here. I was like, yeah, if I have to, I don't want to go out in the snow. I never do. But my business picked up in Tucson. And now that I am analyzing at a 30,000 foot view of what happened in 2024, I now know why. And it's because I just continued doing, and I actually increased my outbound DMs, my outbound text messages, my just outbound prospecting. If you've been following my story, in 2022, when I got licensed and started in the business, it was only really outbound prospecting. 2023, I pivoted and it was just one reel on social media every single day. And that started a lot more inbound. In 2024, I did both. But as you know, having two priorities, there always is one that comes in more. And it ended up being 2024 that it was more outbound prospecting. That has led to burnout though. So my biggest lesson is that less is more. So what I am doing in 2025 and from now on, I think, but at least for 2025, is going back to pretty much what I was doing in 2023 with a shit ton of videos. I am committed to making 370 long form YouTube videos, not just on this channel, on my other ones too for my actual businesses. But looking back at 2024, where I took quite some time off because I literally moved across the country, I still worked a lot of hours. The working days that I have, which are pretty much almost 7 days a week, I work over 12 hours. Sometimes I work 16 hours a day for 7 days in a row, all day, every day. I'm going to give you my blueprint of exactly what I plan on doing in 2025. So if you want to copy me, go ahead, let's do it together. I would love to know if you're doing it too. But first, in 2024, this is what I did. I had a total of 6,346 outbound attempts. And this is not mass emails. About 75, maybe 80% of this was hyper personalized. Like I would go stalk them on Facebook, stalk them on Instagram, see what they're up to, and then send them a message, a video message, a voice message. It wasn't just a copy and paste like, hey, you're looking to buy and sell? Like none of that shit. We don't do that in our community. And that takes, as you know, a ton of effort. So 6,346 outbound attempts led to 2,301 actual conversations about real estate. And that led to 164 appointments, which led to the 32 closings, and the other appointments were for people to join my community if they were a right fit. And in case you're thinking about that, please watch as many videos on this channel as you can before you book a call, because specifically what I'm looking for are agents that do 10 transactions every single year and are stuck. I specialize in helping agents go from 10 transactions a year to 20. I do not specialize in helping agents that don't know how to spell real estate to get to 10. Do we have the resources available to help you do that? 1000%. But it would not be you and me meeting one-on-one to help you figure that out. With that said, I do have the systems to help you do that, but it's going to be a video series that I have. It's a 12-part video series. It's private. It's only for those in my community, and the new agents do find success with it. Plus, with a combination of my checklists and all of my resources, there are agents that have done 21 transactions their first year, 18 transactions their first year, and the other one, I think, tripled her income after switching brokerages to join us. She wasn't new though, but the 21 transactions her first year was new. But again, with that said, I want to meet more people that are stuck at either maybe a 50-50 split where they're making 100K and they don't know how to get to 200. That is where I specialize. So all in all, over 55 agents joined me in 2024, and I had 32 closings, and it was a lot of outbound, like, hey, how are you doing? It is a lot. And since I've been in the business, I have not taken more than 2 days off in a row, not entirely. So this is what I plan on doing in 2025. Feel free to follow, feel free to copy and paste. That's why I'm making this public. I want to start with content. So with content, like I said, 370 long form videos. That's going to be a mixture of videos on this channel, which means that I need to actively do work. I'm not just going to be talking out of my ass. I've never been that person. I'm only going to talk about the stuff that I'm working on, the stuff that I've done, or the stuff that I'm doing, and lessons learned, like I'm doing in this video here. So content on this channel, as well as continuing to make videos for my military community of where I'm licensed in Tucson, Arizona, and here for St. Paul in the Minneapolis, Twin Cities area. I'm going to be doing luxury home tours. I'm switching my demographic here in this location. Mainly that's because there are no active duty bases here. There are no active duty personnel here. VA loan is shit upon here, which is crazy because it's still one of the best loans out there, but people are not educated because there is no military presence here. So with that, I am taking it as an opportunity for me to switch demographics. And even if you're watching this and you're still in the same like literal spot, geographical spot, and you want to switch, if you needed to hear this as your permission, switch. You do not need to move across the country to then say, hey, you know what? I'd rather work this price point. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. My median price point is probably around $340,000 in Tucson, and I'm going to be doing home tours for my content of just $1 million baseline, like nothing lower than $1 million. I'm actually starting at $2 million plus. And I think it's taken me this long, 3 years, to get to this conclusion of less is more. I'm going to be doing the same amount of work working with these higher price point clients, same amount of work, higher price point. Some people actually say that it's less work. I don't know. I'll keep you posted on that too. The reason I think I took this long to switch my demographic, switch my avatar, is because I had the limiting belief that higher price point comes the good old boys club, and that you have to dress up, you have to act a certain way that doesn't resonate with me. And if I feel like I have to act a certain way, that's exactly the reason why I left the military, is because they, in my opinion, considered professionalism with seriousness or anger, and there just wasn't enough leadership that wanted to take responsibility for their actions, and they just didn't know enough in order to give specific instructions. That's besides the point. I'm going on a tangent here, but I'm gonna be switching it up. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm not gonna be wearing high heels. I'm not going to be acting like anybody else except for myself, and working a higher price point, while at the same time still working with my outbound referrals that I have with the military all over the country. Since that's what I've been doing from the start, I mainly do outbound referrals, and also still helping buyers and sellers in Tucson, Arizona. Yes, whilst from afar. So that's my referrals and my GCI. For the revenue share category, I'm really pumped to say that barely anybody left the community with 2024. Being that 2024, from what I heard, 77% of loan officers closed shop. That's a stat that I heard. It's not verified. Please check me on that. But if that is anywhere near close, even 50% of loan officers closing shop, ones that did like ones and twosies, or like maybe like 3 or 4 deals a year, that is wild. And I'm sure that is also proportional to the amount of agents that left the business in 2024, because things are no longer like they were during COVID, 2021, 2022. So I'm going to help the agents in my community like I always have been. They have access to me one-on-one over Zoom, because I want to help see them succeed, whatever their GCI goal is, whether it's 200K, 300K, 400K, whatever it is, it's all just numbers. So we just have to figure out how many videos need to make, how many contacts need to make. With that said, so that's GCI and that's revenue share, which my goal is to triple that, the amount that I made in revenue share in 2024. I want to 3x that by the end of 2025. And with residual income, or like actual, passive income, aka rental portfolios. My rental portfolio, I still have been purchasing a property every single year since 2019, but I want to focus again and bring it back up to the forefront of looking at an 8-unit or some sort of commercial property. I put that on the back burner during 2024, 2023, because revenue share was amazing. And I was like, well, I don't need another rental property. Like, this is amazing. But as you know, if you've been watching any of my other videos, I am very risk averse. And even though Warren Buffett says, put all your eggs in one basket and watch that basket closely, I'm still going to be putting my eggs in different baskets. I'll hedge my bets. I've made another video on my channel about content, but adding on to that, after having more thought on how I'm going to be dividing up the home tours specifically. I'm going to be doing about 2 home tours a week, and 2 other things that I'm going to be spending a lot of my time on going forth from now on are my school community, because up until now I have given everything away, and I have spent honestly a lot of time meeting with people, meeting with agents that sometimes they just don't even show up, and just whatever. I give a lot of my stuff away for free. So I have free giveaways on my school community, and if you like that, then you will like the packages that come with that. So there's the white belt bundle for new agents. Like if you want to get to 6 figures, that white belt bundle is for you. If you want to get from 6 figures to 200K GCI, again, I only teach what I know and what I have done, then the black belt bundle will be for you. And the reason I started a school community is because there were a lot of real estate agents that were reaching out to me, asking me for help at all different parts of the spectrum, right? Like all the way from I am at $150,000 GCI and I want to leave my brokerage, but I don't know how to say no because my broker is super, super nice or a family friend and I want to make more. Or all the way down to I'm thinking about being a real estate agent, but I'm not even 18 yet. Like I've had it all. So now I have one place for everyone to go to. Again, I have like the free resources there. And if they like that, then they have the option to upgrade. And the other reason why I created a school community is because a lot of the agents that were reaching out to me asking me for help, a lot of them are already at EXP. With the agents that weren't in EXP, it was very easy. I'm like, dude, I will give you everything for free. Join me at EXP. You'll get Shelby Johnson. You'll get everyone in my upline. We're all investors first. Everyone above me makes well more than I do. They're complete goals. They're crushing it. And it's an environment where they want to see you succeed and they will pour into you. You just have to choose to do it. So with that, I thought that was pretty easy. And I think that's why a lot of people have joined me to get these resources. But the other agents that were asking me for help were already with EXP. So this is a way to help you guys. So that's one focus that I'm going to have in 2025. The other focus that I am starting up, a new initiative, is, believe it or not, emails. I even have a podcast, The Agent Goldmine, and we never send an email out. Well, I think I've sent like 3 emails total. And my very, very first email that I sent out was on Wix. We have our email thing on Wix, and it gives you a template for you to just like delete the subject line, delete the description, and then add whatever you want. Photo, link to it, whatever. I had the description all sent out, and then I clicked send, and I was like, woo, I sent out my first mass email, baby. I sent it out, and I never changed the subject line. So it literally read, insert catchy subject title here. And believe it or not, that actually had a 73% open rate. I'll never forget that. But the point is, I'm not very good at email. And I think that I can be utilizing email a lot more. Again, that's going back to the less is more. Is it less of a personal touch? Absolutely. But at this point in my period of burnout, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. If you didn't know that I am a host of The Agent Goldmine, which is a podcast for real estate agents to help them get from 100K to 200K. Again, I only talk about what I know and what I've done. Check that out. We have a lot of tactical stuff. We don't do fluff. Both Shelby and I were hosts together. We were both prior military. We're both investors first. We just go straight to the meat. No fluff, get straight to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing in my email list, but it's going to be even more condensed. I'm talking a 2-liner email. I'm going to be implementing this twofold pretty much to you guys and to my clients. I'm going to start utilizing email, period. Apparently people still open emails, especially with that 70+ open rate of insert catchy title subject here. What was I thinking? If you want to join my email list, text the number on the screen. It's going to be right here. I'm more than happy to put you on there. It's going to be a 2-liner and it's going to be tactical. The first email that I'm going to be giving away is exactly how I went viral on a post and what I did to go viral. Again, don't know if I can replicate it, but I'm sharing what I've done and what I did post going viral to capitalize on that. So if you want to join the email list and get maybe 1 email every other week at this time, I promise it'll be worth your while. Plus it's free and it'll give you an action item, like a to-do list of 1 bullet point to help you in your business. Text the number on the screen. Or if you want to join the school community, you can go ahead and scan this QR code here. My name is Ali Garced. I'm with Exp Realty. And if you want to join me, if you are already doing 10 transactions a year, reach out with the link below. Let's schedule a one-on-one Zoom call. It's going to be private. No one has to know because I want to get you out of your 50-50 split and start making more money. See you there.